Welcome to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Now this is my second time here, and today I'll take you on a tour of this bustling, exciting, crazy mega city and showcase some of its contrasts. So let's go. We are now in a place called Vinh Home Park, and yeah, this is the modern wealthy part of Ho Chi Minh City. And first I wanted to show you this building right here. This is landmark 81, the tallest building in Vietnam at 81 floors and 470 meters. And this actually used to be the tallest building in Southeast Asia, but it was surpassed in 2022 by the Merdeka in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But yeah, we are in Ho Chi Minh City, the largest city in Vietnam, but not the capital. The capital is of course Hanoi in the north. And I was actually in Vietnam last year. I went to Hanoi, Ha Long Bay, Ninh Binh, and also Hue and Hoi An in the center. And yeah, this year I want to see more in the south. And last year I actually made the mistake of trying to fit too much into a 2-week itinerary, because this is a vast and diverse and fascinating country. So there is so much to explore and you really need some time. And I do have some Vietnam videos on my channel from last year, especially the northern parts, and they are a bit rough around the edges because that was the early days of my channel. But yeah, if you want to see what northern Vietnam looks like, you can go check those out. Quick side note guys, this is Mrs. H. She's a Vietnam native and she will be accompanying me on this trip. But she doesn't want her face on YouTube, so you won't see much of her. As we are approaching the landmark 81 here, let me just quickly explain the name of this city. So this city is today called Ho Chi Minh City, but it used to be called Saigon, and a lot of people still call it Saigon today. And the airport is also called Saigon, and some people also refer to the center as Saigon. Why is that? Well, it has to do with the Vietnam War, which they call the American War here. So in the Cold War, there were two countries here: capitalist South Vietnam with a capital city of Saigon, and communist North Vietnam with Hanoi as its capital. And these two countries were at war, and then the US invaded and supported the South in the hope that the South would win and then reunify the country under a capitalist government. But as you know, that didn't turn out too well for the Americans or the South of Vietnam, and in 1975 the North won and reunified the country with the capital city of Hanoi, and then this city right here became Ho Chi Minh City and not Saigon anymore. But yeah, today it doesn't really matter that much anymore. Some people call it Saigon, some people call it Ho Chi Minh City without a major Vietnam War connotation. And yeah, it is absolutely boiling outside. So I'm gonna head into this mall now and then maybe look for some food. Now let's go check out this mall right here. We got Dior. This looks fancy. This is quite a fancy mall here. We got Versace over there, Cole Haan, Echo, Lacoste, and yeah, this is modern Vietnam. So where is the food court here? Let's see. Mrs. H wants us to go down. Alright, so the food has arrived. We got some beef steak and some rice and some vegetables. And they call this lotus rice, but I'm not actually sure why. But yeah, let's try. So in Vietnam, people don't use knives to eat, they just use spoons. So you kind of have to cut with the spoon. But yeah, let's try. Right, we have seen a bit of the modern, fancy part of Ho Chi Minh City, and now we're gonna head into the chaotic, bustling center, and we're gonna do it local style on a motorbike, because this is the motorbike car park. You can see just how many motorbikes there are here. The whole car park is full. This is incredible. So obviously Vietnam is a country where motorbikes are just used for everything. I mean, there's at least 5,000 motorbikes just in this car park here on this level. Just look at it. I'm not sure if the camera does it justice, but it continues for at least 200 meters into that direction. And our bike is here. Mrs. H, wait for me. Stop. Vámonos. Whatever that means in Vietnamese. Here is the payment station, so you have to pay for every hour, I guess, and then you can get out of here. Leaving the car park now. Wow. I hope that you can see something, because it is quite dark in here. But yeah, we are now leaving the car park and heading into the crazy madness of Ho Chi Minh City. And it just started raining here. That is not good. Not good at all. Look how she puts that on. Amazing. And then the helmet over the top. So I have to share this raincoat here. How am I gonna do this? Like this?
Yeah.
But I can't see anything like this. Does that not matter? Like, seriously, I think she wants me not to see anything here. No, this is way too dangerous, Mrs. H. Wait. Stop. This is way too dangerous. I mean, if I stay like this, I cannot see anything. So, I better get wet. Oh man, I'm getting so wet. Getting so much rain into my eyes. Ah! Why didn't I bring my own raincoat? Luckily, Vietnamese street vendors are prepared for this kind of situation. And with my raincoat sorted, it was time to hit the streets of central Saigon. Depending on how you count, there are more than 8 million motorbikes in Saigon. They are used for everything here: delivery trucks, people carriers and taxis. There are two main reasons why there are so many motorbikes in Vietnam. First, they are quick, agile and cheap. You can pick up a used motorbike for about 500 USD here. The second reason is that cars are extremely expensive because of taxes. As such, the roads of Saigon are motorbike galore. As the rain was getting heavier and heavier, we ditched our plans and decided to head back to the Airbnb. Alright guys, quick room tour here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. First we gotta enter the code here. Now it was... Verification succeeded. Verification succeeded. And this is the apartment that I am renting here. I'll quickly show it to you. So we got a fully equipped kitchen, which is actually pretty nice. And then here is the bathroom. Very basic, but it'll do the job. And then here we have sort of a sitting area with a table. Excuse the mess. And then this right here is some kind of separation, but it is a bit flimsy. Don't really understand that. Anyways, here is the bedroom. Nice double bed. And then here is my workstation. All my stuff there. And then we have a balcony. I'll show you that as well. Yeah, nothing special. But we do have a washing machine. Now this apartment is fully equipped and it comes with a cleaning service as well. So every 5 or 6 days the building staff comes and cleans the apartment. And it also has a gym which is pretty well equipped. And a swimming pool. And now you might be wondering how much I am paying for this. I am paying 27 euros per night. That is a very good price. But yeah, we are in Vietnam here. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is the Vietnamese currency. What I have here is 1.2 million Vietnam dong. So you got 500,000, 200,000, 100k and so on. And this is just about 50 USD. So basically you go to the ATM here and you are an instant millionaire. This is the coolest currency in the world, if you ask me. Good morning, guys. It is now day 2 here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and we are at the iconic Saigon River right here. And yeah, you have the landmark 81 tower just behind me that I showed you yesterday. And yeah, today we're gonna go see some more places here in Ho Chi Minh City. So, let's go. We are now in District 1, which is sort of the main tourist center of Ho Chi Minh City. And another period that I wanted to talk about is the French colonization. So Vietnam was a French colony between 1885 and 1954, and they actually kicked the French out during a battle at Dien Bien Phu. So yeah, the French colonial period left its mark on Saigon, especially in terms of architecture. As I was talking about French colonization, I was approached by the manager of a nearby coffee shop, who happened to be French. He invited me to have a look at the restaurant called Runam, which is located in a stunning colonial building from the late 19th century. After giving me some background info, he showed me a limited edition vintage coffee machine. It was then time to taste the local product. Ah, delicious. That was some pretty decent coffee there. So yeah, definitely check this place out, not just for the architecture, but also for the coffee. And yeah, now we're gonna go see some more historic buildings here in Saigon. This right here is the Saigon Post Office, and it was built in 1891 during French colonial times as well. Let's see what it looks like from the inside. I haven't been in here before. Wow, look at this. So this actually looks like a train station, but it is a postal office. And then here we have some markets and of course a big picture of Ho Chi Minh. As far as postal offices go, that one is up there with the most beautiful ones that I've seen so far. So yeah, if you are in Ho Chi Minh City, definitely check out the postal office, even if you don't have any parcels to send. Talking about French buildings, this right here used to be the City Hall. It was built in the early 1900s, and today it is actually the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City. And yeah, you can see the contrasts here. French colonial building and modern tower. That is District 1 of Ho Chi Minh City. And stretching out from the People's Committee building, this is the main avenue of District 1. I don't know what it's called, but I'll put it into the video. And then here we have a statue of the man himself, Ho Chi Minh. And over there we have the Bitexco Tower, which is the second tallest building in Saigon right now. But yeah, the building that I wanted to show you guys is this one over here. This is what I call the coffee shop tower, because as you can see, it has lots of little coffee shops there inside the balconies. Alright guys, it is gonna rain fairly soon and I am getting sweaty, so I think that we're gonna head to one of the best museums in Saigon now. Alright guys, I am now inside the Vietnam War Museum here in Saigon, and I'm standing in front of an American Air Force plane. The Vietnam War was a bloody conflict that lasted from 1955 till 1975. As I briefly mentioned the history before, I am not gonna go into detail here. Instead, I will show you some of the best exhibits from the museum. Alright, we just saw the Vietnam War Museum here, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but it is raining like hell again, so I think that we're gonna go get some food now. This is pho, the Vietnamese national dish. Come on. It's a soup with either beef or chicken, spring onion and many other types of vegetables. And here we have the kitchen. They kindly let me film here. So you got the pho, and then there are the noodles and the vegetables and the meat over there. So that's how they make it. They prepare this huge bowl and then they add the different ingredients. After the food and a much needed shower, we decided to end the day at a rooftop bar. Alright guys, the sun is slowly going down and we are at an amazing rooftop bar here. And there are many of these rooftop bars scattered all around Saigon, but this one right here is a bit of a secretive spot because I wouldn't have found this without my local contact here. But it has amazing views. You can see Landmark 81 and the Bitexco Tower from here. So basically you can see the tallest and second tallest building in Saigon from this rooftop bar. And yeah guys, that is it from Ho Chi Minh City. This is an amazing place to visit. Do not skip it when you are coming to Vietnam. And as always, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.